Man, this is a warning. Watch out for these reactivation scammers. Uber and Lyft drivers, you will lose money. Look, I get it. You all of a sudden get deactivated permanently from the platform. You panic. You're desperate to get reactivated. You go to searching on Google, Reddit, anywhere that you can find where somebody can help you get reactivated because you know that you've been deactivated for false accusations. So you're very desperate because you're out here making this money to pay bills, to take care of things that needs to be taken care of financially. And the thing that creates the urgency in drivers that get deactivated is the worry on how they're going to take care of the bills and things moving forward, or take care of the children, or whatever it is they need to do financially. So they get caught up in the trap, and you're going to see this all over the internet, especially social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. There's going to be ads everywhere. Hey, I guarantee I can get you reactivated if you've been deactivated. Okay? Deactivations across the board have increased at least 3 times from what there actually was because of all of the updated terms of services that Uber and Lyft keeps implementing to try to protect themselves legally. This is where there's going to be predators. These reactivation predators are going to come out in groves, and they're spreading everywhere. They sitting their bitch asses at home or in somewhere in the library or something with a computer, just making advertisements, using ChatGPT to make advertisements that just post everywhere, looking for somebody that's been deactivated and desperate to get reactivated. Well, people, I'm here to tell you, if you've been permanently deactivated from Uber and Lyft, you will not be getting reactivated instantly. It's going to take some time, okay? When you run into these people, they're going to guarantee that they can get you deactivated. They may even say, hey, I got some inside people in the trust and safety team on these platforms. Hey, I'm connected. I used to work with them. I know the process. They're going to tell you all kinds of things, okay? Because the goal is to take an already desperate person and get you to believing in the service that they offering you, which is a scam, okay? I got some stuff put down on paper, okay? And, desperate drivers, man, when you've been deactivated, you're doing everything, you're nervous, you're torn to pieces. We give so much to this platform when we're out there driving. Hours upon hours a day, driving, trying to make the little bit of money that we're making make sense and not feel so bad. Then you turn around and you instantly, permanently deactivate us due to false accusation. Yes, it's gonna cause people to panic. And this is why these motherfucking predators are spreading these advertisements everywhere, these reactivation advertisements. Don't fall for it. It's the biggest scam that you can, and everybody wants a piece of the boom, the financial boom that Uber and Lyft and gig work has to offer. These are humans preying on humans. Son of a bitches and no good motherfucker, lazy bums. The son of a bitches is sitting behind a computer somewhere doing this bullshit, trying to rip you off. Look. Okay. If they want your Uber Lyft password, don't give it to them. No verification codes. no email password. Don't give them no banking information, no social security numbers, or other sensitive information. None of that. Don't give it to them at all. Okay. And pay attention to how they want their money. Okay. Zelle, Cash App, cryptocurrency. Okay. Gift cards, wire transfers. You know what I'm saying? They'll even burn you with PayPal. Okay. And all of these types of currencies, people, these payment options, right? It's going to be difficult to get your money back. Zelle, Cash App, cryptocurrency, gift cards, and wire transfers. And you better not give them your Visa card number and the authorization code. They're going to clean that motherfucker out. And you're going to have a major hard time trying to get your money back, because the people say, why did you give your code out? They're going to fight it. So these are things to look for when it comes to these scammers, these reactivation scammers. Okay, they may say $300 and I'll get you reactivated. Then after you pay, okay? Then after you pay, there's a problem. Okay? With your case, I need another $500, okay? Okay, then they're going to say, we're almost finished. I just need another payment. Now, you're deactivated and you're hundreds or thousands of dollars poor. That's a harsh reality. You understand what I'm saying? People, remember this. A desperate driver is exactly the type of person a scammer wants to find. You know what I'm saying? So don't let losing your Uber or Lyft account cause you to lose your money too. You know what I'm saying? If you've been deactivated, start with official Uber and Lyft appeal process. Gather your evidence. Save your emails. Save your screenshots. Save your dash cam footage if you have one. This is why I tell you how important these dash cameras are in this time right now. Okay? With all of these, with the deactivations being tripled. You understand what I'm saying? And running through multiple platforms. Document everything. And if you believe you were wrongfully deactivated, fight it. But fight it intelligently. Man, listen. You're going to lose money. That reactivation bullshit, you're going to lose money. Hey, I got access to lawyers that know what they're doing. Listen. Somebody might have lucked up and got reactivated using one of these systems, right? But for every person that they do luck up and get reactivated, they're going to burn 1,000 of you motherfuckers. Because the first thing they're going to say, hey, man, your case is so complicated, they will not reactivate. This is what you've done. You breached the contract. They're going to do everything to fight against you to justify the money that you paid them. Okay? These are not legitimate businesses. There's no way that you can say that, hey, well, I gave them the money. The people going to say, man, what can we do? They didn't rob you for it. You gave it to them. You let their advertisement sway you in. Man, there's a whole lot of prominent YouTubers. I'm not going to call no names, but there's a whole lot of prominent YouTubers that's offering this service as well. And the first thing they'll tell you is, hey, man, I got access to some major lawyers and some verbiage, and we know what to say to get you reactivated and this, that, and that. Man, listen. When Uber and Lyft deactivate you, it's artificial intelligence deactivating you. They're deactivating you permanently because they don't want you back. There's no due process. There's no legal structure in there other than the appeals process. They've taken they want everybody to let the arbitration process go through, because it's better than them carrying this in the legal system, because they know the courts will eat this alive. That's why you people need to keep being opt out of arbitration. If you've been permanently deactivated and you opted out of arbitration, you go straight down to the motherfucking court building in your area. First, you find out who the registered agent is, called the Corporation Commission, and found out who the registered agent is for Uber or Lyft in your state. Get that information, go down to the courthouse, file a small claims file on a court lawsuit on the motherfuckers. Okay? And you include the registered agent, because the registered agent got to receive the lawsuit in the name of Uber and Lyft. They're going to forward it to them. Okay? If you've been deactivated for a while, look, if it's 2 years, I think the statute of limitation is 2 years to sue the motherfuckers, Uber and Lyft. I think it is. If you have been deactivated for a year and you did opt out of arbitration, go there and file a lawsuit against them. If you don't remember if you opted out of arbitration or not, I still will go there and then file a lawsuit on them. Pay the fees, find out who the registered agent is in your state, file a lawsuit at the court, small claims court. If it's more money than small claims to you, all you got to do is calculate the money that you lost while you wasn't able to work. All you got, if you got a 1099 from the previous year, just take the months and calculate how much money you lost, and that's what you sue the motherfuckers for. If it's more than $10,000, then you're going to have to go to a higher court. You're going to have to pay a bigger fee. And you ain't got, you don't even have to have an attorney. Or if you want to, you can get legal Zoom, or you can go on Fiverr somewhere and have somebody help you prepare the lawsuit for your state. And then take that motherfucker down there to the courts and file it. You understand what I'm saying? These people are full of shit. Not only do you got to deal with all the bullshit you got to deal with Lyft and Uber, then you got these predators. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody has a promise of something to rip you off. You understand what I'm saying? They even got this bullshit now where they got these TLC cars and license plates. I think that shit is running through New York and New Jersey, and it's going to trickle down. You understand what I'm saying? They're going to rent cars to you so you can get on the Uber and Lyft platform, pay them more money than damn near every week for the car or every month for the car. Then it's going to be a shame. It's going to be worse than the Lyft Express program and the Uber's rental car program. Predators. They just want the benefit off of the drivers. You understand what I'm saying? Look, desperate times causes problems because you're trying to figure out a way to get a quick fix. If you get permanently deactivated, if you're going to cry, go ahead and cry. Take a deep breath. But remember this, and Rideshare Real Talk is telling you this. If you overly emotional, you can't get nothing accomplished. If you highly upset, you can't get nothing accomplished. What you do is go through the appeals process properly. If you got dash cam footage, or if you got anything that you can submit as evidence, or ask them to prove it, however they want to prove it, what evidence do they have? You have the right to ask them what evidence it is that they have. And go through the appeals process. If it come back that they permanently deactivated you and they not through the appeals process, then you're going to have to go to arbitration. If you didn't opt out of the arbitration, you're going to have to go to arbitration. Just go through the arbitration process. Make them prove that they have evidence to keep you permanently deactivated. Because I guarantee you, 95% of the time they don't have the only thing they have is an accusation. You got to watch these people that get in your cars and record the rides and all that shit like that. That's fine. That's why you keep your dash cameras on. Because you got some people that are getting in your cars with a phone. As soon as they get in the car, the phone is recording. They're looking to agitate you and provoke you, so they can submit that shit to Uber and Lyft and get a free ride. It's all kinds of bullshit these motherfuckers do. You got to be careful. It's just a shame how they do this shit. You understand what I'm saying? Man, look. Find somebody on Uber, on Fiverr. Fiverr.com. They got freelancers on there. Don't get caught up in the reactivation offers and all that. Don't do it. Find somebody on there that can help you, somebody some legal advice to help you prepare your appeal. And you file that appeal with Uber and Lyft. These reactivation promises, man, don't get caught up in it. They're going to burn you. And when they can't get you reactivated, they're going to say, well, your case is just too complicated and it's going to cost a lot more money. They're going to burn you even more. And then they're going to tell you that they can't help you. And they're going to justify it by saying that the case is too complicated. Yeah, you had this against you and that against you and all that stuff like that. So people, please be careful. I leave this video because I'm getting people sending me messages because these reactivation scams are happening to them. Man, I had a guy send me a message the other day, and I felt so sorry for him. And he's a single father, and he's out there, trying to make ends meet, and take care of, his kids and child support and things of that nature. Man, this guy got permanently deactivated, and they deactivated him. From what he tell me, they deactivated him within 2 days. He had been reactivated from two other. I think Lyft deactivated him. Then I think a day later Uber deactivated him, and I think he got deactivated from DoorDash. All permanently. This is all the ways that this man was making money. So, he panicked and he did what everybody else is doing. He all on Google and he got burned. I think the man told me he spent $1,300. He said he's more in a hole. I felt bad for him, man, because that's anger on top of anger, and it makes you want to kill somebody. These motherfucker scammers, these reactivation scammers are just is running rampant. I hope someone got something from this video today that can help you. Slow down. Take a deep breath. If you need to cry, do it. Don't go throwing no money out there on no promise that somebody can get you reactivated. Go through the appeals process. Submit your evidence that you have. If you got a dash cam, that's even better. If they permanently deactivate you, go through the arbitration process. That's what they have it there for. If you didn't opt out, if you opted out, go in there and find out who called the corporation commission. Find out who the registered agent is in the state that you're in. Go down to the courthouse and sue the motherfuckers for $5,000 to $10,000. And if you've lost for more, go to a bigger court and sue them for more. And add the registered agent in there on their lawsuit. They're gonna give it to Uber and Lyft. And just sit back and wait. The court system ain't gonna go for that bullshit. Because they're gonna want to see some evidence. You understand what I'm saying? That's why they want this shit to go through arbitration. So they can try to control it and leave it out of the court system. Hey, I left this video today because I love y'all. And it hurts me when things like this happen to y'all. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, it hurts me. And I'm not just leaving this in the video because I am a driver and I care about drivers. Man, we all going through the deplorable conditions, working conditions. And we shouldn't have to. Hey, man, y'all keep your head on the swivel. And if it sounds too good to be true, run. My name is Rideshare Real Talk. And if somebody didn't tell you that they love you today, I do. I'm out.